Zhang Fei drew his sword to kill himself, but Liu Bei quickly rushed forward, held him tightly, snatched the sword away, and threw it to the ground. He said, the ancients said, "Brothers are like limbs, wives are like clothing. Clothing can be mended when torn, but limbs cannot be reattached once severed." The three of us swore brotherhood in the peach garden, vowing not to be born on the same day, but to die on the same day. Now, even though we've lost our city and our families, how can we bear to let a brother die halfway? Besides, the city wasn't ours to begin with, and though our families have fallen into Lu Bu's hands, he won't harm them. We can still find a way to rescue them. Brother, in a moment of confusion you think of ending your life. Why? As he spoke, he wept. Guan Yu and Zhang Fei were moved to tears as well. Yuan Shu, upon hearing that Lu Bu had taken Shuzhou, immediately sent a messenger at night, offering Lu Bu 50,000 hu of grain, 500 horses, 10,000 taels of gold and silver, and 1,000 bolts of silk, if Lu Bu would join him in attacking Liu Bei. Delighted, Lu Bu sent Gao Shun with 50,000 troops to strike Liu Bei from behind. Liu Bei, upon receiving word, withdrew in the rain, abandoning Shui and heading east to Guangling. By the time Gao Shun arrived, Liu Bei was gone. Gao Shun met Ji Ling and demanded the promised supplies, but Ji Ling replied, "Return first. I will report to my lord." Gao Shun returned and reported Ji Ling's words to Lu Bu. While Lu Bu was still hesitating, a letter arrived from Yuan Shu. Though Gao Shun has come, Liu Bei has not yet been eliminated. Once you capture Liu Bei, I will deliver what I promised. Lu Bu flew into a rage, cursing Yuan Shu for breaking his word, and considered sending troops to punish him. Chen Gong advised, "No, Yuan Shu holds Sichuan with abundant troops and grain. Do not underestimate him. Better to invite Liu Bei back to guard Xiaopei, making him our ally. Then we can have him lead the vanguard, first destroy Yuan Shu, then Yuan Shao, and sweep the realm." Lu Bu agreed and sent for Liu Bei. Liu Bei, moving east toward Guangling, was raided by Yuan Shu and lost over half his forces. On the way back, he encountered Lu Bu's messenger with Lu Bu's letter. Liu Bei was overjoyed. Guan Yu and Zhang Fei warned, "Lu Bu is faithless and cannot be trusted." Liu Bei replied, "Since he has shown goodwill, how can we doubt him?" He went to Shuzhou. To allay Liu Bei's concerns, Lu Bu first sent back Liu Bei's family. The two ladies told Liu Bei that Lu Bu had kept strict guard, but often sent maids with provisions, never mistreating them. Liu Bei told Guan and Zhang, "I knew Lu Bu would not harm my family." He then entered the city to thank Lu Bu. Zhang Fei, hating Lu Bu, refused to go and took the two sisters-in-law to Xiaopei. Liu Bei met Lu Bu and expressed his thanks. Lu Bu said, "I did not intend to seize your city. Only because your brother Zhang Fei in drunkenness killed someone, I feared trouble and took charge." Liu Bei said, "I was already thinking of yielding the city to you." Lu Bu pretended to return the city, Liu Bei declined, and returned to garrison at Xiaopei. Guan and Zhang were displeased, but Liu Bei said, "We must endure for now and await the right moment. We cannot go head-to-head with fate." Lu Bu sent grain and silk to Liu Bei, and thus the two reconciled. In Sichuan, Yuan Shu held a feast for his officers when news came that Sun Tzu had defeated Lu Kong, the governor of Lujiang, and returned victorious. Yuan Shu summoned Sun Tzu, praised him, and drank with him. Since the death of his father Sun Jian, Sun Tzu had lived quietly in the south, respecting and recruiting virtuous men. Later, due to discord between Tao Qian and Sun Tzu's uncle Wu Jing, Sun Tzu moved his family to Chue and sought refuge with Yuan Shu. Yuan Shu was very fond of him, often saying, "If only I had a son like Sun Lang." He appointed Sun Tzu as commandant of loyal righteousness and sent him to attack Jing County, where Grand Commandant Zhu Lang held power. Victorious, Sun Tzu was then sent to attack Lu Kong and triumphed again. After that day's feast, Sun Tzu returned to camp, feeling slighted by Yuan Shu's arrogance at the table, and wandered under the moon in melancholy. Thinking of his heroic father and his own current plight, he wept. Suddenly a man entered laughing. "Bofu, why are you crying? Your father often relied on me. If you have troubles, why not consult me instead of crying alone?" It was Zhu Ji of Guzhang Danyang, an old subordinate of Sun Jian. Sun Ce dried his tears and said, "I weep because I regret not fulfilling my father's ambitions." Zhu Ji said, "Why not borrow troops from Yuan Shu to go east under the pretext of rescuing Wu Jing, but in truth to seize the great enterprise? Why remain subordinate?" Just then Lu Fan, Yuan Shu's advisor, entered saying, "I heard everything. I have over 100 hardy soldiers to aid Sun Ce." Delighted, Sun Ce discussed plans with them. Lu Fan worried Yuan Shu might refuse to lend troops, but Sun Ce said, "I have the imperial seal my father left. I can use it as collateral." Lu Fan said, "Yuan Shu covets that seal. With it he will surely agree." The next day Sun Ce met Yuan Shu, knelt in tears, and said, "My father's death remains unavenged. My uncle Wu Jing is harassed by Lu Yao, inspector of Yangzhou. My mother and family are in Chue and in danger. Please lend me several thousand troops to rescue them. If you doubt me, here is my father's imperial seal as pledge." Yuan Shu, thrilled, kept the seal, saying, "I don't want it, just leave it here for now. I will lend you 3,000 troops and 500 horses. Once you pacify Jiangdong, return swiftly. Your current rank is too low to command, so I will petition to make you colonel who breaks and subdues, general who quells the bandits." Sun Ce thanked him and prepared to depart with Zhu Ji, Lu Fan, and veteran officers Cheng Pu, Huang Gai, and Han Dang. At Liang, Sun Ce encountered a force led by the elegant Zhou of Shucheng, Lu Jiang. When Sun Jian had campaigned against Dong Zhuo, his family had moved to Shucheng, and Zhou, of the same age as Sun Ce, became sworn brothers with him, treating Sun Ce as elder. Zhou, visiting relatives, happened upon Sun Ce. Overjoyed, Sun Ce confided his plans. Zhou vowed to help, and Sun Ce said, "With Gongjin's aid, success is assured." Zhou advised recruiting the two Zhangs. Zhang Zhao Zibu of Pengcheng and Zhang Hong, Zigong of Guangling, men of immense talent hiding due to war. Sun Ce invited them, and after personal visits they agreed to serve, Zhang Zhao as chief clerk and general who pacifies the army, Zhang Hong as advisor and commandant, planning to attack Lu Yao. Lu Yao Zhengli, of Muping, Donglai, was kin to the imperial house, nephew of Grand Commandant Lu Chong, and younger brother of Inspector Lu Dai. Formerly inspector of Yangzhou at Shouchuan, he was driven to Jiangdong by Yuan Shu and settled in Chue. Hearing of Sun Ce's approach, he consulted his officers. Zhang Ying offered to defend Niuzhu, claiming even 1,000,000 troops could not breach it. Before he finished, Taishi of Huangxian Donglai, who had joined Lu Yao after lifting the siege of Beihai, volunteered as vanguard. Lu Yao refused, keeping him nearby. Dissatisfied, Taishi withdrew. Zhang Ying garrisoned Niuzhu with 100,000 hu of grain. Sun Ce arrived, and Huang Gai engaged Zhang Ying. Mid-battle, Zhang Ying's camp caught fire, set by Jiang Qin of Shouchuan, Jiujiang, and Zhou Tai of Xiaocai Jiujiang, former river bandits come to join Sun Ce. Zhang Ying fled into the mountains. Sun Ce appointed Jiang Qin and Zhou Tai as commandants, took the grain and arms, and gained 4,000 surrendered troops, advancing to Xinting. Zhang Ying, defeated, was spared by Lu Yao's advisors Zhuorong and Shueli, and sent to guard Lingling. Lu Yao camped south of Shunting Ridge, Sun Ce camped north. Sun Ce, ignoring Zhang Zhao's warning, went with 13 riders to worship the Guangwu temple atop the ridge, then insisted on scouting Lu Yao's camp. Lu Yao suspected a trap, but Taishi, eager for action, rode out without orders with one companion. Meeting Sun Ce, the two fought 50 bouts without decision, then another 50 after feigned retreat, dismounted wrestling, each seizing the other's weapon. Sun Ce taking Taishi's short halberd, Taishi taking Sun Ce's helmet. Reinforcements arrived for both, breaking them apart. The next day, both flaunted the captured items before battle. Taishi challenged Sun Ce again, but Liu Yao's army withdrew upon news that Zhou Yu had attacked Shui. Liu Yao's forces scattered after a night raid, and Taishi fled to Jing County. Sun Tzu, joined by Chen Wu, a fierce man with yellow face and red eyes, captured Suli at Muling and routed Yuan Mo, earning the nickname Young Conqueror after killing one with a shout and another by trampling. Liu Yao and Zhuarong fled to Liu Biao. Sun Tzu took Muling, tricked Suli into sallying, and killed him along with Zhang Ying and Chen Hong. He pursued Taishi to Jing County, captured him by planned escape route, and showing great respect, released him to rally his men. Taishi returning as promised the next day with over 1,000 troops, to the admiration of all. Sun Tzu's benevolence won him countless followers. His discipline ensured no civilian harm, earning deep public trust. At this time, Yan Baihu, styling himself king of virtue of Eastern Wu, held Wu commandery. His brother Yan Yu confronted Sun Tzu at Feng Bridge, but was routed by coordinated attacks from Han Dang, Jiang Qin, and Chen Wu. Sun Tzu besieged Wu for 3 days. Taishi's precise archery wounded a taunting enemy officer, prompting Yan Baihu to seek peace. Sun Tzu, angered by Yan Yu's proposal to share Jiangdong, executed him, leading Yan Baihu to flee. Sun Tzu's forces swiftly captured Wuqing and Jiaxing, with local support from Ling Chao, and defeated Yan Baihu repeatedly until he fled to Kuaiji. Kuaiji's administrator, Wang Lang, refused advice from Yu Fan to surrender Yan Baihu, instead allying with him. In battle, Zhou Yu and Cheng Pu outflanked Wang Lang, forcing him and Yan Baihu to retreat into the city. Wang Lang, heeding Yan Baihu's counsel, held firm. Sun Tzu, on Sun Jing's advice, feigned withdrawal to seize Chada's grain stores, luring out Yan Baihu and Zhou Xian, whom Sun Tzu ambushed, killing Zhou Xian and scattering the enemy. Wang Lang, abandoning the city, fled to the coast. Sun Tzu took the city and soon received Yan Baihu's head from Dongxi, appointing him as an officer and pacifying the east. While Sun Quan and Zhou Tai guarded Xuanqing, mountain bandits attacked. Zhou Tai saved Sun Quan at the cost of 12 wounds. Sun Tzu, seeking a healer, recruited the famed physician Hua Tuo through Yu Fan's introduction, curing Zhou Tai in a month. Sun Tzu then eradicated the bandits, secured Jiangnan, fortified key points, reported to the court, allied with Cao Cao, and sent for the return of the imperial seal from Yuan Shu. Yuan Shu, harboring imperial ambitions, refused and convened his officers, plotting to first attack Liu Bei before moving against Sun Tzu. As the saying goes, seek not tigers and leopards in Jiangdong, but fight dragons in Su province instead. What plan Yuan Shu devised will be told in the next chapter. Summary. This chapter centers on Liu Bei's loss of Shuzhou and his reconciliation with Lu Bu, highlighting the Brotherhood's loyalty and Lu Bu's fickleness. The focus then shifts to Sun Tzu, who borrows troops from Yuan Shu with the imperial seal as pledge, embarks on his Jiangdong campaign, gains allies like Zhou Yu, and recruits notable talents such as Taishi, captured and won over through generosity. Sun Tzu defeats local powers Yan Baihu and Wang Lang, secures the region through strict discipline, and wins the people's trust. The chapter closes with Yuan Shu's imperial ambitions and hints at the coming three-way rivalry between Liu Bei, Sun Tzu, and Yuan Shu. Key points. 1. Historically, Taishi did not duel Sun Tzu. Their meeting was peaceful, and his surrender was not due to defeat in single combat. 2. The novel emphasizes Taishi's bravery and loyalty, portraying him as a renowned Jiangdong general, though in reality his life was short and he participated in few major battles.